Science, spirituality, and witchcraft, magic. Do all these things interact together? Do they go together? I think so. A lot of people think that science disproves spirituality or the existence of a spiritual world. I disagree with that. I know there are a lot of scientists that take an atheistic view and don't believe that there is an outer world or anything besides this physical world. But many scientists do believe that there is something else out there. Einstein, for an example, was looking for ways to think like God. Some interesting theories that are recent or fairly recent or kind of modern are the theory that there's one of them is the theory that the universe is a holograph, the theory of the holographic universe. This belief is that there is a projector somewhere that is projecting our reality into space, I suppose, and it makes it seem that this physical world that we know is actually real. The way that we perceive it is the way that we know our physical world. Now, this is an actual scientific theory, and something that scientists believe, but if you believe that, and I do believe that, you have to believe that there is something else out there, that there's other levels of reality that we're not aware of. This is something that the Hindus have been saying for thousands of years, and it's the basis for spirituality, believing that this world is illusory, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, illusory, and that there's something else beyond, a more stable world that's unchanging. Another idea that connects science and spirituality is the theory of string theory, the idea of string theory, the idea that all of the universe consists of tiny vibrating loops or circles, little strings that are in a circle. They vibrate at a different rate, and their vibration rate is what differentiates them from electrons and photons. Now, vibration is something that's very much talked about in the circles of witchcraft and other spiritualities, particularly Eastern spiritualities. Everything in the universe vibrates at a certain rate and therefore can affect everything else in the universe. A crystal or a stone vibrates at a certain rate, and if I hold it in my hand, then it'll affect my vibrational rate. And the same thing goes with plants. If I eat a plant that vibrates at a certain rate, it affects my vibration, and so on. Now, a lot of people have put off talking about vibrations or vibes as like hippy-dippy stuff or new agey stuff, but it's actually science. So it shouldn't just be discounted and not believed in, because it's very true. So this string theory and the idea of that everything vibrates at a certain rate and is made of the same thing also means that we can communicate with any other part of the universe, because we are all vibrating, and we can communicate with these vibrations. Another scientific idea is that the universe is constantly unfolding over itself, which is another idea that proves that we can communicate with other parts of the universe easily if we just know how to do it. A recent scientist that I've found very interesting is Masaru Emoto, a Japanese scientist who has worked with water, and he has found that if you take a jar or one of those tube things that scientists use and fill it with water, pure spring water, and then write a word on the outside of the beaker and let it sit for a while, and then look at the water molecules contained in the beaker through a microscope, the effect of writing the word on the beaker of water changes the water molecules. So if you take a beaker of water and write "I hate you" on the beaker, and then look at the water molecules are distorted from how they normally are. They look sad. They don't look like good, healthy water molecules. If you did the same thing and write "I love you" on the beaker, then the water molecules look good and symmetric. They look like healthy water molecules. They've done other experiments where they've had a Buddhist priest blessing the water, and that made effects on the water molecules. I think these experiments that Dr. Emoto has done are extremely thought-provoking, and they teach us that what we tell ourselves is what our reality will be. If I say to myself, I get sick from any kind of germ that comes around me, then that's sure enough going to happen. If I tell myself that I'm happy and that I'm worthy, then I will be happy and worthy. This goes for all kinds of things. So I guess that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you found it thought-provoking. Much love. Namaste.